Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I am super excited to get back, and this is probably one of the best ways to start off, and I'm super excited. We have the Arbiter Kitsune. I'm almost confident that's the colorway. I'm hoping it is. I don't have much information here, but it is a Polar 75 Pro, right? That's a 75% keyboard. If y'all don't know, they make my current favorite keyboard, which is the Polar 65, but I'm not a big fan of 65% in general. But very, very, very good keyboard. If you guys are looking for a 65%, I will leave a link to that right up here in the corner, so you guys can go check out my review on that. And I will be comparing the older one to the new one. Obviously, they're different sizes, but just in terms of quality, sound, and that sort of stuff, just to see if they're actually making improvements with their product. Which I hope they are. But let's do a first impressions here and comparison. And this thing is gorgeous. Now obviously I have seen it before, obviously, but in terms of actually using it, I have not, and I'm super excited to give that a try. Obviously they send it inside a little plastic sleeve. Let's toss that to the side. This thing is gorgeous. Would you guys take a look at that? That is a beauty of a keyboard. Look at the black accents here on the escape and the enter key. Very, very nice. All these like backspace, the tab keys here, caps lock, shift, the Windows key, all have very, very cool little designs to them. I think this is very cool. It actually reminds me a bit of like Jet from Valorant with like all her abilities and stuff like that. I think that looks really, really cool. I love that. Now, just off feel here, they are still using, it feels like what would be the same aluminum chassis as before here. So we have aluminum on the sides here, and then obviously there is some extra space here that the 65% doesn't have, and obviously that is aluminum as well. On the bottom, the PC case does feel a bit sturdier than the other one, but it might be the same thing. As you guys can see it there, it is just a PC case on the bottom. And this one, it might be the same thing. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe because it's a larger surface area. The 75 feels a bit sturdier, and the board itself may just be a bit sturdier, but overall it definitely feels like a higher build quality than the 65. Like I said, might just be the size. I'm wondering if they're still using the dual rail Fuji switches. I have no idea, but we'll definitely find out in terms of my full review video. But inside the box, just so you guys know, you do get a manual, right? It's the same thing as the Polar 65 manual, but obviously this thing has a knob, right, and has some extra keys, so it's going to orient to that, but most of it stays the same. You also get your braided USB-C cable. Very, very nice. And then you have your keycap and switch puller, which we're going to be using right now just to see. And our first looks, wait a minute, that's not the same, is it? That's not the same. They're both purple. They are not the same. They are not the same. These are the dual rail Fuji switches on the 65, which I absolutely love. Sorry for the overexposure here. White on white on white does not look that great. But as you guys can see here, we have a stem box on the 75. Very, very, very cool. That's obviously going to be adding a lot of stability here to our keys, but that is very awesome. I did not expect that. That's very, very cool. Super excited for that. Let's get this box out of the way. And the only thing else that comes inside of the box is another enter button. We have the space bar. Oop, there we go. An enter button, the space bar, and then a white escape key. And we're just going to show you guys what that looks like real quick. Let's toss this to the side, and I'll show you guys what the all white version will look like. Basically, we're just removing the enter key here. If I can get it up. Hello, there we go. And then we'll move the escape key, just so you guys can have a reference of what these other ones look like. We just have that one. Like I said, look at that. They actually have the stem box there. Very, very cool. Was not expecting that. And there's the escape. Let's put that on. Now we have like an all white board. Also looks very, very sexy. Very, very, very nice. I really do like that, guys. That is really nice. Let's take off the space bar here. And this is the other one. I'm not a big fan of like branding with like numbers and stuff like that, but it's definitely a style, definitely some sort of taste for some people. And that still looks absolutely beautiful. I think that's really, really nice. 75 looks really, really clean. I do like the other space bar a bit better. I really do like This reminds me of like Valorant and VCT. If anyone knows what I'm talking about here, I'm not tripping. This looks like insane. I really, really like this. Um, I think that looks amazing in all white with black. That looks gorgeous. And like I said, if you guys do like it like me, where I have the enter key as black, that's probably how it comes stock. I think it looks really, really, really good. While I'm here, let's go ahead and take out one of these switches just so we can take a quick examination of it. Because once again, I have no idea what they're actually using here for switches. Okay, so just so you guys didn't have to see me struggle with taking out a switch here, that looks absolutely amazing. I will probably zoom in on video there so you guys can see it a bit better, but that is gorgeous. Very, very nice. Look how tall that is too. Very, very beautiful here. I'm actually very impressed. I did not think they were going to make this much upgrades to their 75 version. I literally just thought they were gonna copy paste the 65, make it a little bit bigger, call it the 75. They did not do that. This is genuine improvement. This is a company that actually shows that they care about their products. They definitely are upgrading it, and this is great. This feels so premium. I have no idea how much this is gonna cost at the time of recording, at least, but this is, man, this is beautiful. I love the knob here. Let's get into a sound test. I know you guys do want to hear a sound test, especially compared to the 65. So let's get straight into that. I'm not going to waste any more time. And just so you guys have an accurate representation, we're going to be starting with the 65 and then moving on to the 75. So I'm going to be turning up my gain here so y'all can hear it a bit better. Okay, so speaking differences here, obviously we have the dual row Fuji switches here. I have no idea what switches are in these, but it seems to be like on the 65, the dual row Fuji switches are a bit thockier. They are a little bit more silent feeling in terms of like just sound levels overall. They do seem to be a bit more quieter, a bit more thockier, but obviously you do have still a little bit of stem wobble. It's not a ton. It's going to be very, very hard to see on camera here, especially with this keyboard, but there is some stem wobble. You can actually see it there decently well. There is some stem wobble there. It does go left and right, up and down a decent amount. Nothing crazy, definitely acceptable for a board. Like I said, it's my personal favorite board. Now on the 75 here with those box switches, every time I try to wobble it, it just goes straight down is what it feels like, which is actually quite good. So there is a tiny bit of wobble, but I'm gonna say like 80 to 90% less than on the 65. And then in terms of the actual sound, you do get a bit more of a creamier sound. It is a bit more clacky instead of thocky, but the actual keystrokes themselves feel very lightweight and very creamy, which makes me wonder what's the actuation force on these switches, because I know on the old Polar, on the dual Fuji switches, I think they're somewhere around that 40 range, might be in the 46s. I'm wondering if these are lighter than those or if they're the same, because it does feel a bit snappier on the clicks compared to the 65. And that might just be the lube, that might be the actual switches themselves, that might be everything from the keycap, everything put together. But overall on the 75, the actual keystrokes here, they feel a lot lighter and a lot snappier compared to the 65. But that being said, I think I do like the sound on the 65 a bit better, except the spacebar. I think the spacebar on the 75 sounds years ahead of the 65, which is very, very cool. I actually forgot to do a sound test for the knob, which everyone loves the knob, but I will include that in my full review, which should be coming out in about 2 weeks. I do like using my boards before I give a full in-depth review of it. So once again, this is just a more first impressions list. And today's the 22nd, by the way. Or today's the 23rd. Sorry, today's the 23rd, and I should have that video out by next week. So hopefully you guys will get a full in-depth review from me before you guys decide to make a decision to buy. But overall, first impressions, I think this is very, very, very good. I do need to do a lot more testing on it, see how the actual latency is on it compared to the 65 and compared to other boards. I have no idea what the numbers actually are. I have no idea what the board actually entails besides having your normal USB-C like on the 65 and having a new addition to a knob, which I'm assuming can be power. You could probably macro it, and you might be able to use it, you know, obviously as volume. So I think that's really cool. Besides that, this is just an unboxing and first impression, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I am sorry that it is a bit on the longer side, but I really, really do enjoy this. I think this is awesome. I love what Arbiter is doing. Overall, first impressions, this feels great, it looks great, and I can't wait to actually use it. So the last thing we need to do here is actually get it plugged up. So I have my USB-C cable over here. Let's get it plugged up and see how the RGB looks on this thing, because, you know, RGB, if you don't have it, you're not a real gamer. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, that looks beautiful on this layout. Wow, that is gorgeous. What a great way to end the video, man. That is awesome. I'm super excited to get this thing actually testing and working. I'm going to go check out to see if it works on the web app. I'm going to check out to see if there's any firmware updates, what I need to know, change the actuation, start gaming on this thing religiously for 12 hours straight, and let you guys know what I think about it very, very soon. But if you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more content from me, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, turn on post notifications for more videos, and let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see me reviewing next. I do have a few videos lined up, like the G Pro 60 that's currently on my desk. If y'all didn't see my unboxing of that, that's why it's currently on my desk. I am currently testing this bad boy out, and not so many great things to say about it, but I'm currently testing this thing out. I have obviously the 75 to test out. I have the Wallhack 004, which I'm currently working on a video for, and I have a few other items as well, like the Beast X Max that's also on my desk. So but other than those, if you guys have any recommendations for items you guys want me to buy, or any things that y'all want me to check out, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. I really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me, and I hope I can make some more videos and be more consistent with it. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.